work in the Department of Pediatrics and Division of Genetics at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. So, as you are aware, recently our country has declared the rare disease policy for our country, which was in 2021. And out of the 12 centers of excellences, our center is one of the center of excellence for rare diseases, and we are actually the coordinating center for center of excellence for rare diseases. So, and because we have been working in the area of genetics for such a long time, and majority of rare disorders are genetic in origin, so we have been involved in managing these patients for a very, very long time. Like, I'm working in this field for almost like 25 to 30 years. So that's what the connect is basically, right? So first of all, this declaration of the rare disease policy is actually a boon for our country, because this has given us a direction, and the government is looking at rare diseases in a comprehensive way, and the registry the policy does not only talk of treatment, but they're also talking of prevention and screening and many more things, and research also is sort of envisaged. So we are now, because the implementation is in process and it was started in 21, and we are really in the infantile period. We are looking forward for the implementation, which is going on, but we are learning, because it is all policies, when they are initiated, it takes time for implementation. We are learning, we are in the process of making all things better, and everybody is supporting. The government is supporting, the industry is supporting, which is really, really exciting, that industry is so much into the drugs for rare diseases, which is really, really helpful. So, we are connected with Indo-US Rare for the last few years, and last time the summit was in the US, and I was attending online, and truly speaking, I had never had experience of such a summit. It was totally different from the kind of conferences and summits we have. And it was for all the stakeholders and everybody being put together, and that too in a very different way. It was more of expression. It was freedom to express. It was structured, but not so structured that people cannot speak their mind. So I thought it would be a good idea to connect and remain connected with Indo-US Rare. And when Harsha suggested that next time the summit we are planning in India, so then we thought it's a great idea that we participate, and then we thank Indo-US Rare for making us the co-hosts and co-organizers for this particular event. In the last 3 days, what we have been witnessing is that people from the US, from India, and even other countries are there, and their rare disease policies, their treatment, even diagnostics are much more advanced as compared to our country. Though in diagnostics, we do have almost everything in India, but then the way things are executed, the way policies are implemented, their centers of excellence, the way we work here. So it has been a lot of learning, and I think that if we continue this dialogue, then it would definitely be useful for us, and even for the US to sort of interact and make this effort, which is really close to our hearts, very, very effective, and we will be able to help many more families and patients with rare diseases. I think the discussions which have happened during the summit should not end here, and we have to take the dialogue forward. And actually, during the interactions, it was made clear that we have to take this forward, and in fact some timelines and some commitments have also been taken with the participants, and then I think it's going to go a long way, and now it's going to happen every year, and I expect that we will really benefit from each other's interactions, and we will take our rare disease policy forward, and many, many more families of rare diseases will be benefited.